I like it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Ales and Tales podcast. We are coming at you with another episode where we are going to bring you a review on Deschutes Fresh Squeezed India Pale Ale IPA. It is allergy season.
Yeah, I can tell that you're talking all like this.
Yeah, so I've got my allergy voice, and there's going to be a lot of throat clearing, and I apologize.
Lots of harumphs.
Yes.
I think even Carly's got...
Oh, yeah, I got late night voice.
I got up at 3 in the morning, or went to bed at 3 in the morning.
So with me are my co-hosts and Ale Amigos. We've got Carly Duggan to my left.
Hello.
Ben Perrier to my right.
Hello, everybody.
And Jim McCarthy across the way.
Hola.
And so we're going to bring you a few different perspectives on this beer and see what we think and see if it's something you would like. You know, we've got to find the good ones for you.
You sound like a news reporter.
This just in. We're drinking some friggin' beer, folks.
Tonight at 11, something in your kitchen right now could possibly kill you and your entire family. Find out what it is tonight at 11.
Is 1 day old IPA going to hurt you?
Find out tonight at 6. We're not going to tell you now because that could be helpful.
Yeah. Is beer good for you? Tune in at 11.
Yeah.
Scary news teases.
Call me in the morning and let me know.
That's right.
That's a real thing, the scary news tease.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
it is.
You got to grip them with fear.
Opie and Anthony used to make fun of that. An old radio show back from way back when. And like, something in your house can kill you and your entire family and possibly wipe out your entire lineage. Find out what that is tonight at 11. It's like, what?
No, tell me now.
What? What is it?
The first time I ever heard that when I was younger, I was like, why wouldn't you just tell us now? That's kind of important. We've got important stuff that might kill you if you don't know about it. We'll tell you in 5 hours.
Find out tonight.
Asshole! I want to know now, damn
Mark
it.
your calendar.
Find out tonight at 11 if you're still alive.
That's right. Those of you who are still alive, tune in at 11. Jeez. Did you just see the thing about Boar's Head, like wiped out like 9 people? They got some kind of crazy...
So like Boar's Head, like
meat.
The meat.
Meats.
Was that the hand gesture for meats?
Eating like meats, like
deli meat.
He's like,
Are you eating puree
you mean
these days?
Boar's Head? You mean the?
I'll pick it up with my strong hand.
So, for those of you who aren't watching the podcast, Ben made a movement of scooping something out of a bowl when he said meat, like it was cereal.
Stabbing with a fork, like meat. Stab it.
God.
Hey, we're off to a good start, right?
We're off to the races. Holy crap. That reminds me, you remember Wayne? Wayne came to me years ago. He's like, hey, Mike, do you have a hammer I can borrow?
Well, you got to describe what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like twisting his hand back and forth, like
like a
really
jerky motion.
fast, like he's using a screwdriver in a really odd fashion. And I'm like, what? I know what you're asking, but I don't know what you're doing. It doesn't make sense.
He was hilarious.
All right, so I
man.
want to know
was. Wayne
if you
Chesmer
had a
was a funny
signal
dude.
for deli meat, what would be your hand signal for deli meat?
Deli meat. I'd make like a carving.
Yeah.
So we got cash money over here.
Did you did cash money?
Cash money.
You know, get deli slice.
I'm pulling the meat apart from each other.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's like opening a bag of chips is what that looks like.
Yeah.
And you had
I
the
don't, I'm
carving
doing
carving a turkey.
That's probably the better one.
Yeah. I mean, like the slicer. Let me get some of the deli meat.
Yeah, the deli meat place.
On this episode of How to Describe Deli Meat.
With hand motions.
That's right. Oh, man.
How would you describe pizza then, considering that it's a typical complimentary food?
It's going to be folded.
Kind of like one of these.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we gotta get into beer. We'll talk about other pointless dumb stuff.
It's a great
which is
conversation
It is.
topic, though.
I love it. We'll come back to the pizza thing.
Yeah.
We'll start off here with a beer quote. A balanced diet is a beer in each hand.
Okay.
So today we're going to review Deschutes. I am not familiar with Deschutes, so hopefully we'll get more familiar with it here in a minute and like it. So tell you a little bit about them.
I don't know. I kind of like the episodes where we don't like it.
It leads to some interesting conversation at times too. It is pronounced Deschutes. It's spelled Deschutes or Deschutes, but anyways, pronounced Deschutes. In 1988, Gary Fish established a small brew pub in downtown Bend. I like his name, Gary Fish. Bend, Oregon, and named it after the Deschutes River. He wanted to build a home for the public, a spot where friends, family, and neighbors would come together over a house-brewed pint of beer. After Gary opened the Deschutes Brewery and the public house, people started to arrive, hang out, taste our beer and food, and spread the word. That's kind of what happens. In that first year, we sold 310 barrels of beer. Today, things are a little different. The brewery sells more than 225,000 barrels per year. And our beer can be found in 32 states and even a few other countries. Jim is having a ball over there.
Because of your voice.
Hey, it's my voice. Leave me alone. We've set up more locations and have a brewery and tasting room less than a mile across town in Bend and a second pub in downtown Portland, Oregon. We might have gotten bigger, but our mission has stayed the same, creating community over damn tasty beer. So hopefully this will be a damn tasty beer.
Yeah.
Carly,
Been a riveting story so far.
why don't you go ahead and put a can over there on the thing so people can see it? And
Maybe
go
it's
ahead
his voice.
and read or describe the can for folks who are watching and not listening. Wait a minute. Listening and not watching.
Sure.
Allergy medicine, folks. By the way, it's a great day to mix allergy medicine and beer.
All right, so we've got the Deschutes Fresh Squeezed India Pale Ale loaded with juicy hops. So it's a pretty sky blue can. You don't normally see a blue can like this. And then there's literally a hop being squeezed with some like nails, I don't know, some orange nails. And it's a juicy hop. So you squeeze the hop and then it's
Hop juice?
hop juice. So
I went to bed at 3 a.m.
No. I did not. Okay, maybe I did. So yeah, it's really colorful. It kind of, I would say, it would pop off the shelf. What?
It's really
I think
colorful.
Jim took a good allergy medicine.
I know. I think Jim has been partaking of beer before we got here.
That is a vice.
That I was gonna say that's a press or a vice. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's like an old school.
Yeah, I mean,
wine
it
press.
is kind of like a wood screw. That you can screw it and press it. And,
So let's see. It says fresh squeezed India Pale Ale IPA loaded with juicy hops. What was interesting is when I looked up online, I'd bought this and put it in the fridge, paid no more attention to it. But when I looked it up online so I could be ready for this, it said non-alcoholic, and I went, shit. So I ran to the fridge, and no, they have two versions of it.
Oh,
So
okay.
although I'd be interested to try the non-alcoholic version, I just wasn't expecting
have
that.
like a non-alcoholic lineup one day to
Yeah, I actually want to
see
do
which
that.
one sucks
Yeah.
the least.
Yeah, exactly. See, family and employee owned since 1988. The original, it's hard to read on this can. The original
You're just getting
main
old.
squeeze, I know. A perfectly crushable and balanced IPA with bright citrus and tropical fruit notes. It has a little tasting notes thing on the side of the can, by the way. Tropical has only 2 out of 5. Citrus is 4 out of 5. And crisp is 4 out of 5. It is 6.4% alcohol by volume. And by the way, Deschutes is in Bend, Oregon. I did say
Yeah,
that.
you just say that. I do want to point out, I love this, that we looked, and it says on the can, best within 4 months. It is the 31st of August right now, and it was canned on April 30th. So we were 1 day over its freshness peak.
Oh, it's not going to be near as good. Then.
We're going to be doing a test. We're going to
Yeah.
see how's it hold up
That one day makes a difference.
that 1 day. They'll,
like
they'll
milk.
be they'll be their get out of jail free card if it's no good.
There you go. They'll be like, well, you didn't drink it in time.
So like with beers in general, every beer or certain beers, do you need to refrigerate like all of them, or is it like certain like quality ones?
Probably best to, if you can. You don't necessarily have to. If you're not going to, try to keep it in the coolest, most temperature stable place in your house that doesn't have sunlight. UV rays that's why a lot of times canning can be better, because it can protect it from the UV rays. But I've had plenty of beers that I've just had in the closet for 2-3 years, and they've been fine.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Ben has a beer closet.
Yeah.
A lot of them are old, not drinking, gone bad now. They're way too old. Yeah, that's okay.
Just hold on to them for another like 30 years, and suddenly they'll be worth a lot of money. Like the
Exactly.
wine that's no longer worth it, or is worth a ton but can't drink it.
They'll-
And I'm like, what is the point of that?
Tastes
Yeah.
like ass.
Yes.
Oxidized.
I bought this vinegar. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations, Bob. Well, let's crack these things open and see what's going on with it, huh?
I'm in.
All right. Do you things. Good beer sounds.
I like ASMR. Whoa.
That works well.
Right? It's good.
Can you
That's not good. That's not the kind of ASMR we like. Mike.
We're already down one of our glasses.
All right, you ready? You ready?
Go for it. That didn't work on yours. Apparently her microphone works for it and yours doesn't. That was weird.
Interesting.
Wonder why that was. Thank you, sir.
She has hers more direction. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, regardless. All right, folks.
All right. Nice, healthy head on this.
That is a deep, almost orange. It's not really yellow. That's really dark for an IPA.
Reddish yellow. That'd be orange.
Smells really good.
Got a bit of amber to it. A lot of head.
Smells like an IPA. Smells like a good West Coast IPA.
Really good head on it. Really micro bubbles.
You should dress up as the Swedish chef for Halloween.
So what's it smell like? What do you guys get out of it? Ooh.
Really hoppy.
Light orange juice.
Little honey.
Yep.
Go ahead and put the glass
Papaya.
on
Jim, what are you doing over there?
Nothing. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
He's making buttons.
He's trying something. He's going to surprise us with something weird over there, I know. So very orange in color, very, very nice looking color to it, very good head. It smells pineapple.
Pineapple?
I get pineapple, yep. Honey, papaya,
That's good.
Yeah.
a little bit of orange juice, very mellow.
I smell a lot of citrus.
I can never keep papaya and guava straight, like in my...
I don't either. They just both suck. I don't like them. I'm so not a fan of papaya.
If they're ripe, they're all right. If it's not ripe, it's they're kind of footy.
My mom used to get papaya every once in a while, and she'd be all thrilled about it. She's like, "Look, we got papaya," and she'd give it to me, and I'm like, "Yay!" Like, it was exciting for her, and for me, I was always like,
Yeah, there's not a lot of flavor with papaya.
I don't know if I've
"It's
ever
a
had
weird
one.
flavor." Imagine a fruit that's gone kind of bad, and that's how it's supposed to taste. I'm not
It's
a
kind
fan.
of bland.
Yeah, it's just anyway.
It
So
definitely smells fruity.
it does. It's a nice smell.
Yeah.
It's a really nice scent. Let's dive in.
Yeah.
All right. He made you put your beer
I
in
know.
quarantine over on the camera. You can't.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's in beer jail.
We got a good shot of it. So.
Don't touch your beer, Carly.
No, it's good. It's very West Coast type. I mean, it's bright and citrusy with a little bit of pine resin to it. Little back finish of honey. Very, very
I'm
malty,
bringing up the
strong malt backbone to it.
Yeah.
we have
like
we have a split screen now that's up right now, so we can see everyone tasting the beer.
Like it's borderline low gravity American barley wine. It's got a lot of malt and a lot of hop to it.
I get a whole lot of the malt, which
Yeah.
in an IPA, I'm not really much of a fan of. I want it to be brighter. But
Yeah.
I know that I remember you like the brighter ones too, I think.
Yeah, it just kind of sits heavier and it's like it detracts from like all the other like fruit flavors, I feel like, and the sweetness. So it's just kind of like I'm like hopeful and then a little disappointed.
Yeah, because it's a little bit more bitter. Yeah, more rindy.
Maybe y'all just aren't hipster enough.
Yeah.
I can promise you I'm not hipster enough.
Oh, if you're a hipster, but you're gonna
I
be
don't know,
bitter
the
after a
shirt's,
while.
The shirt's kind of hipster.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. It's
Mike
kinda
is
hipster.
he's a sophisticated hipster.
Sophisticated hipster.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well dressed, well groomed.
We need a song, Sophisticated Hipster.
Yeah,
That's a fipster.
definitely a dink.
What?
Definitely a
A
what?
dink.
Oh, yeah.
Dual income,
No kids. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
You're a dink
Ding,
as
ding.
well.
Ding, 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 ding. Nobody? No? Okay, never mind.
That's the dating game.
Spaceballs?
Yep.
Oh, the
maybe
dink,
it's-
dink, dink, dink.
Ding, ding.
Maybe I was doing the dating
dink,
game.
Dink.
Yep.
You're doing the dating game.
Close enough.
Ding, 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 ding. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
There was those SNL skits with the dating show that were pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like just like ridiculous people and like bachelor number one doesn't have a job but like has a boat, and then like bachelor number two like has no teeth, or like I don't know, something like wild, and then they're like celebrities like host or so it's kind of funny.
Carly, tell us what it's like in the dating pool these days.
I'm not I'm not I'm dating somebody, so I'm not out there.
But I mean, you've
My
been
sister-
on shopping lately. I mean, it's it's been a while for us.
Well, my sister, she just broke up with her boyfriend, so she's back on the dating apps. It's very interesting from a girl's side. She gets a lot more likes than I would say a guy would get likes from a girl on like the dating apps.
So that's the big difference between us. I don't know if you guys have ever used dating apps.
No.
Can you imagine a world, Carly? Can you imagine a world where you actually had to go out to meet people?
But like, how do you meet people at a bar when like maybe you don't want to date somebody that goes to the bar all the time?
That's
like,
old school, man. All right.
Like,
you never know.
I want to meet like somebody nice. Do I go to the library? Like, where do you go? Where did you guys meet your significant others?
Working at a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she a waitress?
No, I was waiting tables, and she walked in. We kind of both just looked at each other, and you almost kind of saw the pupils dilate, like, "Oh, hello." And she was sitting at a table I was already with, and just kind of like flirted, and came back, and there was her number. Unbeknownst to her, her friend had left it.
She was like,
That's pretty funny.
I loved you on Quantum Leap.
Right? Exactly. Oh boy.
It's because for those of you who don't watch, Ben looks like
Scott Bakula.
Bakula.
I said it before, ever since I've got the glasses, I get more, which I don't see it, but I get more Bob Saget.
Yeah, I could see that. I could totally
I guess
see
it's
that.
the glasses.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where'd you and Stacy? You and Stacy? I know that story. You were in college,
Where'd you and
right?
Facey meet?
Stacy walked by his dorm room and he went, "Damn, who's that?"
I was at a party that some guys that had a comedy troupe in Wilmington were throwing, and
You were in a comedy troupe?
no, I wasn't, but
Okay.
I knew all the guys.
Thank God.
That's what I was saying.
I had the band. They had the comedy troupe.
Or Mike.
Anyway,
All musicians want to be comedians, and all comedians want to be musicians.
That's right. It is true.
And athletes want to be musicians. Musicians want to be athletes.
Musicians, depending upon if you're a drummer, you're an athlete. Damn it.
That's true.
You're nonstop.
Yep.
Anyway, a buddy of mine and I were there, and there were no more seats. Like, it was a packed place, and there was a box, and I tore off one corner of the box, and I laid myself in the box, and I was just sitting there hanging out, talking with a bunch of people, and I made it into a recliner. It worked out great for me.
Sounds like something you do.
It does. These couple of girls walked through the room, and I went, I'm going to go meet her. And I just got up and went over, just grabbed some cards and went over to the table they were sitting at. And
Was it like a shoebox?
Your recliner?
don't be a dick.
Too late.
Anyway, so yeah, that was it. I just go meet people.
Yeah. Carly's like, the horror.
Yeah.
I prefer the
Swipe.
Yeah,
you
not
go.
you, not you. Let's just cut all the dating crap out of the way.
I don't know what ideas have they you and your sister had of where she could go meet people.
Well, I try to tell her, like, what are your passions? What are your values? Like, what do you like to do that's
advice.
not going to the bar? And she's like, I like to go on walks, and I like to be creative. And I'm like, well, Olivia, like, you should go to Run Club. I know she doesn't like to run, but there's so many, like, shirtless guys that have good muscles. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, so they're healthy. They take
We know
care
where
of
your
themselves.
values lie.
I'm like, Olivia, just pretend to run. You'll meet some cute
Shirtless
guys.
guys
Pretend to
equals
run.
marriage
it's
material.
perfect if she's struggling, if she's lagging behind. Generally, there's good groups. Like most of those groups you go with, there's always somebody that's not going to leave somebody behind. They're kind of in charge of bringing up the
Exactly.
rear. So, oh my gosh, you're the damsel in distress, and you need a big, strong man to come help you on your
Yeah.
run.
She can just show up with some roller skates. Just
Yeah, that would
skate
be
with them.
smart.
I like it. I like it. Run Club. Okay.
Except for the hills in Nashville. That would be a little scary.
It's much more of a workout when I have to keep up with you on skates. Because I have to skate slower.
Here, I'll just tie myself to you. You just pull me.
Yeah.
All right. So Run Club.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Just go find groups of people that get together to
you're
do
already
something that
like-minded.
you like.
Well, they've got singles groups now. I mean, I don't know why Facebook wastes their ads or why they waste their money directing their ads towards me on Facebook for single. I guess it's because I go out and I get to a lot of concerts and I go to a lot of things, and so I buy tickets on Eventbrite. It's probably where it came from. But they've got groups that get together and go do things and runs and hikes and adventures and everything else now.
I think like Meetup. That's
Yeah.
a good spot.
Yeah.
Sounds exhausting.
It does, dude.
I've always
It
felt like,
really does.
nowadays, like, go coffee shop. Don't go, boy, go, find like the book club, find the coffee shop if you're out there. That's a little bit harder because generally people there might not be out to meet and mingle.
Yeah.
This is why I would not make it in today's dating world, but that's okay.
Oh, it'd be hell.
That's it.
Absolute hell.
Yeah, people don't want to leave their home. They're just kind of comfortable, you know.
Ooh, COVID
Well, it's
changed
just-
a lot of that. I feel like after COVID, people don't go out as much.
Scared.
Can you
I think
imagine
people are
being
scared.
home?
Going through the anxiety again of like, ghosting as a thing now. They could just turn you off and cut you out of their life.
It's such a weird concept.
And you're left without closure.
We've reverted. Society has reverted to the version of a baby
Yeah.
with the peekaboo. Here I am. Now I'm gone. Right. Like if you can't see my face, I don't exist anymore.
you
And
get-
people are like, oh, if I don't respond to your text, I don't have a phone anymore. It's like, no, look, it's like ridiculous. How
I know you're seeing these things. You're just
People
completely
are-
ignoring me.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a power move. I'm not beholden to you. I'll get back to you when I can get back to you. Like if I remember.
cracks me up because I have
I do it
some
all the time.
clients. They're like, we'll work on some cases, and all of a sudden, when it comes time to make a move,
Done.
they're just gone. And I'm like, I know you own a phone.
Yeah.
You
I know you're seeing this.
You understood the calculations. What's up? Vanish. It's crazy.
Carly, do you have guys in the friend zone? Do you intentionally? Do you know when a guy is like he's obviously trying to mac on you? I don't know if you know that terminology.
It's Riz, homie. It's Riz now.
Yeah,
and then all
I
of
mean,
a
'cause
sudden, like, oh, he's totally going to the friend zone.
Yeah, I mean-
I'm gonna play with him like a cat. Plays
No,
with
I
a
don't
mouse.
play with people. I mean, I'm honest. I'm a very honest person, and I'm a friendly person, and I'm kind. I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but if they're interested and I'm not, I just tell them. I mean,
Are you
it is what it
destined
is.
to be the woman at 30 that's like, I can't find any nice guys?
She said she's
dating
with somebody.
Yeah,
Well, I'm saying, but how long
She's
you
got a
been
nice
dating?
guy.
Is he a nice
presumably.
guy?
yeah,
How old is he?
I am confused by Jim's line
32?
of questioning here.
32?
Yeah.
And how long you been dating?
almost a year.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's good. There's commitment there.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's like, you remember going through what are they thinking? Are they mad at me? Is there
there's
something
so
wrong?
much drama, especially with a new relationship, and it's so dumb. Like, especially when I was younger, and it's like,
Drama.
why did I ever sign up for this? I'll just be single the rest of my life. It'll be easier that way.
Yeah. There were numerous times in college that I got into a relationship. I'll give you a funny one. But there were numerous times where as soon as drama happened, I was like, bye. And they're like, what do you mean bye? I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's not me. I hate drama so much. Like, it doesn't have to be complicated. Life does not have to be
Exactly.
complicated. No, so my freshman year of college, as soon as I got to the, I got lucky and ended up getting I win the lotto, and freshmen could only live in the dorms, but they ran out of space, and they put me in the on-campus apartments, which was like a
Big step up.
yeah, it was nice,
Moving
right? So I had my
on
own room, and it was nice, and it was really cool. Anyway, and as I was moving in, the girls were moving in. It was like all guys on this one, all girls on this one, and all guys down below, and all girls down below. So it was 4. And the girls on the left needed some help, so I helped move them in, and I met this one girl. It seemed pretty cool, nice, and everything, upbeat. And I was like, it's cool. I said, let's hang out tonight. We'll get together, and everybody hang out and just kind of get to know each other. So we
Hang
got
out?
together, hung out, and apparently it was deemed that we should start dating. So we did. It was cool. It was, she's a sweet girl. And she ended up being wildly crazy within like 2 days, like just crazy stuff. And I'm like, oh, great. Now it's my neighbor, and she's nuts. I was like, look,
It's like,
we're done. We got to stop this. What? It's like,
Like
freaking
shitting
Looney
You can't
Tunes.
leave me.
Looney Tunes.
Like, some people just can't read a room, and they don't know how they're affecting you and how you're like.
oh, you mean they're not
Yeah.
self-aware?
Yeah.
Yeah, get used to that.
So here's the fun part. I learned later that she was the heiress to the entire Haynes.
Oh, you missed out.
Wow.
You could have
Was
had your
it
hooks
not
in
maybe
that.
it was one Haynes. It was like a large
Underwear company?
clothing company.
Wow.
And yeah, she was the heiress to it. And I found that out afterwards. I was like, I could deal with a little crazy. No, I could not deal with that. I deal with enough crazy in life. I don't need to deal with any other crazy.
Well, you know what they say? Gold diggers pay for it.
Yeah.
Like they work for it.
There's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Well, when you go after somebody like that, did she, in the first 2 days, bring up prenups and stuff like that? And, hey, if this progresses, just let you know.
No, she was just crazy. She was just trying to get into would get into fights with other women and guys, and she just whacked, dude. I was like, all right, this is
like
not
violent,
like verbal.
Oh, okay.
But you just I was like, she has no understanding of basic social norms. This is not okay. So yeah, that lasted like 2 days, and I was poof, pop smoke. Ran. I did ninja. Poof. Bye. Years later.
Ninja vanish.
Years later, downtown Wilmington, probably like 5 years later, I hear this girl screaming at somebody, and all this crazy commotion. And I look, and it's in the middle of the road, and it was her. I was like, "Yup."
Let me ask you this: now with the
Like
advent,
Neo dodging that bullet.
Yeah.
you had the advent of Facebook, and you're able to catch up with old flames and stuff like that, or even girls you had crushes on. Is it kind of like, oh yeah, okay, that was?
I do not do that.
No, I find some girls like either I had like an infatuation with in high school, and you see how they turned out, and you're like,
I don't remember her looking like that.
So all the super popular guys in my school basically turned out not they were the super trim muscular guys, and now they're not, and the super popular girls are now not. So it's like whatever.
And it's funny
I don't
because
care.
It's
the
funny.
ones that weren't popular actually turned out to be pretty. They're smoking.
Right.
Yeah.
Us nerds turn out okay, man. Let me tell you.
That was the case
That's
with
right.
me. I mean, good looking, pushing 50 now.
There's a reason that genre of movie is popular.
Yeah,
The
Totally.
the Ugly Duckling coming to be.
that's right. 13 going on 30.
That's right.
I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
Let down the hair, take off the glasses, and all of a sudden it's like,
Hey now.
All right.
Mine is gone. So
Well, that's a good sign. So apparently you liked it.
it wasn't bad. I mean, it was just, kind of like a background drinker.
It is,
Not really, clamoring like, it's here. We'll have it.
There's
It
some more
wasn't,
this
like the one where we were at Barrique and they handed us the IPA that was a limited run. That was just,
Yeah.
That was like
gosh.
juice.
That was
so
literally,
good.
it was like having a mimosa.
9% juice.
So okay, excuse me. It was a good beer. I mean, it is crisp. I get the crispness. Juicy. Yeah, it's not dry.
It smells juicy.
It does. I mean, it fits what they say it is.
Yeah, it says on here 2 out of 5 on the tropical.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 on the citrus. 4 out of 5 on the crisp.
I could
Pretty
do
accurate.
with more tropical and less malt, and,
Yeah.
and I think you're in agreement with that.
Because you know what? It's the smell should set up for the taste,
Yeah.
and it's not.
No.
I should smell the malt.
Right.
Yeah, the malt is substantial to the point where, I mean, malt. If for those of you who don't or are not familiar with malt in and of itself, if you've ever eaten the pith of a walnut, like if you get some of the skin of the walnut, it's got that bitterness to it, and it's like that with a little bit of ashiness or smokiness to it that it pulls away. It counteracts brightness and citrusiness.
Yeah.
I'd love listening to you describe things. I never would have thought to describe it that way. I'm like, okay, the pith of the walnut. I'm following along, and it's a little bit ashy. And I'm like, okay, maybe. Like I can kind of see where he's going. Like at first, I'm like, this makes no sense. And the more I think about it, I'm like, well, fuck me.
Well, good. I'm glad I do a good job then. That's good. What would you pair this with?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Pretzel bites
Oh, I got some.
with like mustard.
What about
Pretzel bites is
peanut butter?
regular pretzels?
Like you would order at a bar that are like hot and like baked like little pretzel bites.
hot,
Oh,
warm
okay.
one, soft
With
pretzel.
like
yeah.
salt on top.
Yeah, I could see a little mustard, maybe some cheese or something.
I think chicken, grilled chicken, salads, something bright and leafy, and maybe has some greenery to it because
Okay.
this has that bitterness of that. I want to counteract the maltiness to it.
Yeah.
But I think a grilled chicken or something like that would work well.
Anything sweet?
No.
No.
See, I was thinking some, kind of you get the chicken salad with like grilled chicken salad with the mandarins and dried cranberries and stuff. So
Yeah, I can
on
see
the
that.
sweetness side with that, kind of like maybe a little vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See
But
that?
as far as dessert goes, no. I wouldn't put this with anything dessert.
It could be a good steak beer too.
Maybe
You
all
could have
right.
like a fillet or a T-bone.
I'll take your word for it. This is not. I would not go with the steak with this one personally. But that's me.
Roasted potatoes.
Maybe a sweet potato.
I kind of feel like it just goes with the football
counteract it.
game.
A little bit
that?
of brown sugar.
So I feel like it just kind of goes with the football game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, chips,
Just hors d'oeuvres.
pretzels.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sports beer.
It is a good background beer, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
If this is, I would not make this the highlight of an
Right.
event or an
Like
evening.
when we went to Brewing and we had that IPA, I was looking forward to every sip.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
that I'm not getting that effect with it. It's literally okay.
I'm not
there.
mad at it.
It's something you could
bad.
rely on to be what it is. It tastes good, and it'll be in the background.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's Delaware. It's definitely got some pizzazz, and like if you're into more of a bitter taste, but just that expectation when upon getting that whiff, you anticipate a sweetness to it.
Yeah,
not
when
not
you
a
say
tart.
juicy, you assume sweet, I think. And
Yep.
so it's just a little sad.
Maybe it's that extra day past its freshness peak.
Yes.
Kind of made it fall off.
It lost its sweetness after one
So,
day.
Carly, you would swipe left on this? Is that how
I mean,
is that good or
I
bad?
would.
Wait, is that
I
good or
would
bad?
consider it
I don't
for. I would review it, the characteristics and the descriptions and
Right.
the qualifications.
see if it's got if
But-
it's shirtless with muscles?
Reading the bio. It's pretty enough to read the bio.
I might go on one date, but probably not two.
And then send it to the friend zone.
I like this
You're
euphemism.
such a good friend.
Okay, everybody else has to do the same, like the euphemism with the swiping. What do you think
I
about
don't-
the beer?
I
We can
don't know
hang out.
which is
We can hang out every once in a
Well,
while,
like how many
but this
dates?
isn't going to be a
How many
nightly thing.
dates? Yeah,
no,
How many swipes to the left?
Swiping left, like you're swiping, is that
that reject?
is no.
That's no. Okay,
Swiping
so
right is right.
Yes.
Is yes, I'm interested maybe, but it doesn't mean you'll go on a date.
Okay. Swiping left is hell no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell no.
My daughter we dropped her off at
No,
college
no,
about 2 weeks ago, and she's 18 now. And because she's 18, she feels free to tell me all the things that as a dad, do I really need to know this? So she's like, I went on a date with a guy. I'm going, okay.
Nope.
And she goes, but he catfished me. And I'm going, oh. That's something that's another thing you got to consider these days. Catfishing.
Which I don't. I guess the idea is like the old salesman technique of just get him in there, just get him in the door. Is that what that is? Like,
people just
like
use-
once you show up, like
get him in the
well,
door.
you're here, so you might as well. Like,
Well,
this is
people
what I
just-
signed up for.
They use old photos, like maybe when they were thinner or they were younger. They don't have a receding hairline,
I know,
and then
but still.
bam, I'm here. Like got
It's
you in the
like,
door.
No, this is what you could do. See, if you make a good man out of me, I get myself back in shape like I was for you.
Right.
So that's what you could have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That happened to
I don't
me
get how that works.
When the internet was a new thing and you had like chat rooms on AOL and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And there was a girl and I started chatting on AOL and she says, I'll meet you at the Danbury Fair Mall by the fountain. And, from whatever picture you could derive, back then it was click on the picture and then wait 5 minutes as went,
Yep.
line by line. I go to meet her and I was like, hey. Yeah, you don't, I don't know what this phenomenon is called, but I imagine in the future it's going to have a name. Probably catfishing or something like that. But oh my gosh.
There's a whole TV show about
she was
that.
Did you just put a
Whiskers.
pizza on your face for crying out loud? Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
I think you freaking slept on a pineapple.
Wow.
And she was a nice girl. And she was,
You were-
willing
you
to do
were-
things.
You were brutal back in high school.
She's willing to do things.
It's like the
You
joke.
know.
It's like the joke. The guy's pulling through the drive-through. Like, yeah, I just want you to let you know there's someone out here soliciting sex. They'll say they'll have sex with you for a single cheeseburger, no onions and pickles, and a Dr. Pepper. Like, it was really weird. I thought y'all should know. Like, all right, thanks. Well, do you want something to eat? Yeah, I'll take a single cheeseburger, no onions and pickles, and a Dr. Pepper.
That's pretty good.
That's funny.
Okay, let's rate these beers and get out of this one.
How many swipes?
What did you say?
I said swipe right in one date, but not a second date.
Again, here I am with an empty glass. So can't be all that bad. So probably 7. It would be a swipe right.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a date or two. Completely unfamiliar with
It weirds
that
me out
concept.
even saying
I
this
know.
word. Swipe. Yeah, I agree. Same. Ditto. How about that?
All right.
Yeah. So about a 6 or 7.
Ben's going to be like, it's a swipe right 0.8 852.
No. It's
Swipe right and hold and question.
It's a swipe right with the really fun date, and then I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna go through like 6 of them.
Yeah.
And then we're just done. I might see you in 10 years. We'll see.
You better be going to third base tonight, okay?
That's right.
Because I'm kicking you to the curb after this.
We're not going all the way, but we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
This is such a dumbass episode.
This is a great conversation.
That's fun.
It cracks me
It's
up.
like it's not a great beer. We don't hate it. It's just it's drinkable. You know, it's like
Here
it's
are,
a good- it's a
3
good
guys.
good game night beer. If it was there, if I was in the grocery store, my options were this or a lot of the other generic okayness that you get. I'd pick this out of the grocery store.
I mean, that's what I did with this one. I was looking
Yeah.
around and said,
Yeah.
and picked that one. So worked out okay.
Very-
I like it. It's not bad. Not my favorite. As far as IPAs go, I do like the fact that it's not so bitter that it's like, sucking the moisture out of your mouth.
Yeah.
But it's a good background beer.
There's like the one funny thing I've ever heard Amy Schumer say. It's like she's like, I get it. I know how attractive I am. You'd do me. You just wouldn't tell your friends about it. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I'll drink it. I'm not going to brag about it, but I'll drink it.
She's truly that girl in the John Cena movie that she's in. Have you? I can't.
I have not.
The train wreck. Yeah,
Good one.
that was a good
I
movie.
saw the new one. It got bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Jackpot. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. With the Aquafina.
Yeah, Aquafina. We watched that. That was an interesting. It was kind of one of those things where it's like
Definitely
okay.
goofy. Look, it's definitely goofy, a little campy. Like the whole premise is questionable. Like the movie starts off like there's a shortage of money and the government and people needed more, so they started this lottery. Like, how does that? Okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They have 24 hours to kill you.
yeah, it was fun. So John Cena's got to come in and protect her.
Does he
Well,
speak
John
in Mandarin?
Cena was also in the train wreck movie,
Dude,
and he's
funny, man.
utterly hilarious.
He's great. He does comedy better than Rock.
Oh my gosh. He is. I mean, there's a scene where they're in a movie theater and somebody's like, he kept on getting up and getting down. So the guy behind him was like, hey, can you sit down? And they start going at it. And the stuff he's saying is like the most inappropriate, like,
Hey, Mark Wahlberg. I can eat Mark Wahlberg.
I will eat your dick. He's like, she's like, you don't sound as tough as you think you are when you say stuff like that, dude.
The old Mike Tyson response. You know what I'm talking about? There's an interview with Mike Tyson where he just starts saying some very questionable stuff.
The journalist was questioning him, and he was like, I will rape you to the journalist, and the journalist guy was like, what? I will rape you. I will rape you.
There's your soundbite. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mike Tyson saying
Time
that.
for the episode,
Look, first off, the voice doesn't provide the scary aspect of it, but the dude himself behind the voice is like, oh, yes, he could. I'm going to run. All right. That was a weird
That got really weird.
All right. All of that was really weird. On another weird episode of what are they talking about? All right. So not a bad beer. If you want to check it out, Deschutes Brewing out of Bend, Oregon. Good stuff. If you like a malty IPA, it's a good one. If you like an IPA that's not too much of any one thing and is a good background beer, it's a good way to go. I wouldn't swipe left, I guess. Whatever the hell that means. Anyway, all right. Till next time.
Everybody look at your cameras.